Let me share a secret with you. The more you talk about your dreams, the less likely you are to achieve them. But here's the truth. Most of the time, the moment you tell someone your plans, your brain gives you a little reward, as if you've already done the work. And now, let's meet our character. This is Eric. He always had big plans. One day he'd start his own agency. One day he'd launch a podcast. One day he'd write that book, and he told everyone about them. To his friends over coffee, to his family at dinner. "I'm starting my own business in 6 months," he'd say. His eyes would light up, his hands would gesture. He'd describe his vision. People would smile, say, "Amazing." Some would ask questions, some would give advice, and Eric would go home feeling good, like he'd accomplished something. But he hadn't done anything. Sound familiar? Yeah, thought so. 6 months passed, then a year, then 2 years. Eric was still at the same job, still talking about the same plan. "I'm waiting for the right timing. I need to sort out a few more things. I should save up a bit more money first." Classic excuses. We've all used them. His friends no longer asked, just smiled and nodded, because they knew Eric was the guy who talked about plans, not the guy who executed them. Here was the problem. Every time Eric shared his plans, his brain experienced a small dopamine hit. Social approval, admiration, excitement. The brain registered this as success. Your brain is kind of an idiot sometimes, honestly. Science calls this social reality. When you announce a goal out loud, your brain starts processing it as if it's already real. That feeling is so powerful that your motivation to actually take action decreases. You get an idea. You want someone to pat you on the back. You start. They show interest. You go into detail. The conversation ends. And then, nothing. Because that conversation drained you. You got the validation you needed. Now you don't have to do it. One evening, Eric ran into an old college friend, Adam. A quiet guy. Didn't talk much. "What have you been up to lately?" Eric asked. "I built an app," Adam said. "Launched it 6 months ago. Now I have 20,000 monthly users." Eric froze. Ouch. That must have hurt. "What? I didn't know. Why didn't you mention it?" Adam shrugged. "I waited until it was worth mentioning." That night, Eric lay in bed and thought. Adam hadn't told him anything, hadn't talked about his plan, his idea, his vision. He'd just done it. And Eric, he'd told everyone, everything, dozens of times, to dozens of people, but he'd done nothing. This is the wake-up call moment. Pay attention. Eric made a decision. He would be silent. For his next idea, a plan to sell a digital product, he told no one. When friends asked, he said, "Good. Same old thing." When family asked, he said, "Working on a few things," and changed the subject. He just worked. The first week was strange. He was working on something, but nobody knew. Nobody was saying, "What a great idea," just him.
Will this even work? Maybe I should tell someone. No, not this time. I'm keeping it to myself. Just keep working, Eric. Don't talk.
Smart move, Eric, finally. 3 weeks later, he completed the first version. It wasn't perfect, but it worked. He released it to a small group, 50 people, mostly strangers. First day, he made 3 sales. Total of $50, not a huge amount. But it was real. Real money beats fake applause every single time. The next week, he improved it, added a feature, adjusted the pricing, reached more people. A month later, he had 30 sales, then 50, then 100. He still hadn't told anyone. See how this works? Silence equals progress. 6 months later, he was making $5,000 a month, side income from his own product. Only then did a friend notice. "Dude, you have a product? How long have you been doing this?" Eric smiled. "For a while." And there it is. Success speaks for itself. Here's what Eric learned. Stop telling others about your plans. That conversation drains you. It tricks your brain. It steals your energy. Talking about your plans is easier than executing them. Talking is safe. There's no risk, no failure. Just imagination, excitement, and applause. But imagination is not reality, and applause is not success. Keep your plans to yourself and show the world your results. All right, if this hit home, subscribe. Don't be that person who watches and forgets. Now close this and go start something. See you in the next one.